Not a typical mission briefing, not a punitive expedition to quell a nascent rebellion, but a summons to a place rarely seen, imbued with an unsettling stillness. His heavy cape sweeps the polished floor, the rhythmic hiss of his respirator echoing in the profound silence. He anticipates a new command, perhaps a fresh conquest, a new system to bring to heel. What he finds, however, is a revelation that shakes the very foundation of his existence. Within a vast, sterile chamber, bathed in the sickly green glow of diagnostic lights, stood Emperor Palpatine. But he was not alone. Arranged before him in an intimidating display of silent, unyielding power were figures unlike any Vader had ever encountered. These were sleek, armored warriors, their forms a stark contrast to Vader's own hulking, organic, mechanical frame. Their helmets featured advanced optical sensors that pulsed with an eerie luminescence. Their limbs seemed reinforced with unseen hydraulics, granting them an unnatural grace and power. They carried weapons far beyond the standard blaster, humming with dark, contained energy. And crucially, Vader could sense no whisper of the Force from them. A cold, cruel smile touched the Emperor's lips as his eyes, like points of searing malice, flickered between his current apprentice and these newcomers. He then articulated their purpose with a chillingly calm voice, revealing a truth more devastating than any blaster fire or lightsaber wound. These were the future. Optimized, efficient, free from what Palpatine dismissively called the emotional entanglements of the Force. They were designed, he explained, to be faster, stronger, perhaps even more ruthless than Vader himself. Created, in fact, to replace him. From the moment Anakin Skywalker had been encased in the iconic suit, a broken husk remade into Darth Vader, the Emperor had begun to groom these potential successors. He was a contingency plan, an insurance policy, a constant reminder that no one, not even his most powerful enforcer, was indispensable. To these technologically enhanced warriors, Vader was not a master, but a relic, an obsolete piece of machinery from a bygone era of power. The air in the chamber grew heavy with unspoken challenge. Vader, for a moment, was stunned. A silent, internal scream trapped behind his respirator. The betrayal, the utter coldness of his master's pragmatism cut deeper than any blade. This was not merely about power. It was about identity, about the very purpose for which he had sacrificed everything. The Emperor, sensing his apprentice's turmoil, then gave the command, "Prove your worth or perish." What followed was a brutal, desperate fight for survival. Vader, for the first time in perhaps decades, found himself in a contest where his mastery of the Force was not the sole immediate determinant of victory. These warriors moved with an almost robotic precision, their enhanced strength matching his own, their advanced weaponry designed to disrupt and counter his lightsaber. They were relentless, working in perfect coordinated unison, a single, cold, efficient machine. Vader had to adapt quickly. He unleashed the Force, pushing and pulling with immense power. But their armor deflected the worst of it, their augmented bodies shrugging off impacts that would cripple a normal man. His lightsaber, a symbol of his power, clashed against their reinforced energy shields, sparking violently. He was forced to rely not just on raw power, but on cunning, on his millennia of combat experience, on every brutal lesson learned in countless battles. He exploited their patterns, anticipated their moves, found the subtle chinks in their technological armor. It was a fight fueled by rage, yes, but more profoundly by a desperate clinging to existence and purpose. The Emperor watched impassive, observing the brutal ballet with a calculating gaze. He didn't care who won, only that the victor was the most formidable tool for his designs. When the dust settled, Vader stood, battered but unbowed, the last of the immediate threats silenced or incapacitated. He had survived. He had proven, in the most brutal way imaginable, that his unique blend of force power, experience, and sheer will was not so easily discarded. But the victory felt hollow. It was not a triumph of loyalty, but a temporary reprieve earned through violence. In that moment, the terrifying truth solidified for Darth Vader. In the cold calculus of the Sith, loyalty is not a bond, but a fleeting concept, a convenient fiction. Power is the only currency, and everyone, even the fearsome Darth Vader, is ultimately a tool, a resource to be optimized, and if found wanting, expendable in the relentless pursuit of absolute dominion. He was not a beloved apprentice, but a piece on a chessboard, always vulnerable, always replaceable. It's a chilling reminder, isn't it? This narrative, pulled from the dark corners of Star Wars lore, profoundly emphasizes that for those who walk the path of the Sith, genuine connection is impossible. Every alliance, every partnership is built on shifting sands, liable to crumble the moment a better alternative presents itself. Vader, who gave everything, truly everything to his master, was always living on borrowed time, his worth constantly being reevaluated. It's a chilling reminder, isn't it? This narrative, pulled from the dark corners of Star Wars lore, profoundly emphasizes that for those who walk the path of the Sith, genuine connection is impossible. Every alliance, every partnership is built on shifting sands, liable to crumble the moment a better alternative presents itself. Vader, who gave everything, truly everything to his master, was always living on borrowed time, his worth constantly being re-evaluated.